Welcome to another episode of Cloud Finance Guru, where we help you understand and reduce your public cloud cost. Today's show is to address this question: how is public cloud spend, such as AWS, financially different from traditional IT spend? I get this question quite a lot. Definitely a fundamental and important question. Okay, let's dive right in. So to start, I've laid out a few diagrams that compare and contrast between traditional IT spend as well as the public cloud side of things. I want to talk through the differences in terms of cash flows, which means when companies make payments, as well as financially, how do things look like on profit and loss or income statement. So in this hypothetical, oversimplified version of the scenario, a company might pay $3 million upfront for traditional IT spend, for servers, routers, switchings, and among other things. And those are good for 3 years. So financially, you will pay $3 million upfront. On the income statement side, you will see basically depreciation of the $3 million spread over time over the next 3 years. So each year you'll basically see $1 million hit your books. $1 million year one, $1 million year two, $1 million year three. So that will add up to the $3 million spent. And assuming you'll need similar spend after year three, you may consider buying new servers and other hardware. So you'll make another big bulk purchase, and you will basically rinse and repeat. So that's how the traditional side of things look like. As you can see, like a lot of upfront big payments, and you have years where you have to pay nothing. And then on the income statement side, you have a pretty predictable fixed expense pattern throughout the years. All right, now let's switch over to the public cloud model. And for simplicity, we're going to assume everything is on demand under the pay-as-you-go model. So the same company might look at all the resources that they need. They spin up resources, and they determine that they only need to spend about $200,000 in year one. So you will see very similar patterns between cash flows and expenses. Pay as you go really just means that you'll make payments based on the usage that you use on public cloud. So there's no significant difference in terms of cash flow and expenses in this simple example. The company might start ramping up their resources as they serve more customers, and when they add more features, naturally the spend will continue to go up. And over time, you will also see the cost dipping, potentially related to a few things. One is the company might tweak its code or tweak its setup so that the company is more efficient. Or public cloud providers such as AWS, they tend to reduce their costs over time as well. So you see these patterns of going up and coming down, going up and coming down as you scale and serve more customers, and as you find ways to optimize your spend. So you'll see kind of a wavy pattern. So all in all, you will see that cash flow and expenses are pretty much the same on the public cloud spend model. Again, this is assuming everything is on demand, following a pay-as-you-go model. So in this case, if you compare the left chart and the right chart, pretty different expense patterns here. If you manage things well, and if you're able to take advantage of the ability to scale up and down, you tend to be able to achieve more savings under public cloud. Under the traditional IT spend world, you really don't have the choice of scaling down, because once you make the payment, the expenses that you see on your books are pretty much stable. It can't go down. Versus in the public cloud world, you have the ability to scale up and down. So it's a lot more elastic and it's a lot more flexible. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how spends look like under the traditional IT model as well as the public cloud model. Obviously, there's a lot more complexity, which we'll go through in future episodes, but hopefully that gives you a flavor at a high level how these different models work differently. That's it for today. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode.